PHL Gate. 1-800-PHL Gate. They'll give you.
Well, you're looking at what they're calling the blizzard of 1996. Already you've had 30 inches of snow. And it's still coming down, as you can see. Big storm. But have done the driveway 3 times here. Probably gonna have to do it one more time. But you can see the snow there. It's piled up against the car. As you can see, it is a lot of snow out here. Plows have already been through. Roads, though, there's still probably a couple inches on there. Front walk here. And you can see here, I shoveled this maybe in, about 20 minutes ago, and there's still a lot of snow coming down. It's piling up quick. And these reindeer are getting covered here. Well, that's it for the blizzard of 96.
Dance!
Dance!
Do dance! Dance! You put your right foot in, you put your right foot out.
Yeah, look at
and
Dave.
you turn it all about. Do the hokey pokey and you turn yourself around. And that's what it's all about.
Where's
You
Carolyn,
put your
Dave?
left
Or
arm
Scotty?
in, you put your left arm out. Left arm in and we shake it all about. We do the hokey pokey and we turn ourselves around. And that's what it's all about. You put your whole self in, you put your whole self out. Put your whole self in and shake it all about. We do the hokey pokey and we turn ourselves around. That's what it's all about. Yay!
Hey!
All done. Mike it all. Can you, Mike?
Yeah.
I think.
What are you doing? What are you doing, Scotty? Cat. Scott. Hey, girl.
You do too, Carolyn.
A stinker?
A stinker. Carolyn has a stinker and my boy has a stinker.
Both of them at the same
And
time.
Dave, I think you're going to change both of them. What do you think about that?
Hasn't been done yet.
Left unscathed. Say hi.
Say hi, Car.
Say hey,
Hello.
Uncle Dave. How are you? Are you going to throw up? Sticking your finger down your throat? Clap, clap, clap. Clap? Huh? All right, now we're going to get her walking. Ready? Okay, ready? Come to Dad. Oh, no, come on, stand up. All right, ready, Carolyn?
Okay.
Come on, Carolyn, stand up. Now, come on, I know.
Ooh.
You don't even want to begin to walk. You're a little jumping bean. He just will not do it.
She's close.
Yeah. He's getting scared again. He'll pull up on things, but... Yeah. I am ready to chow. How about that?
Actually, Brent and
Oh, wait a minute. You watched the games, didn't you?
watch the games.
Drinking beers?
And some of like a couple friend of Brent's girlfriend came over.
Oh, really?
But it was just drinking and they ended up going out. And,
Did you hang back? Did you hang at the house?
yeah. I was tired, man.
Yeah, you
between,
must have been.
so I went out Thursday night.
Yeah,
and got,
because...
got plowed.
Yeah, you were... Yeah.
That's right, I saw it,
Yeah,
yeah.
exactly. And then Friday night you obviously went
Yeah.
out too. Where'd you go with Friday night?
Friday, what did I do? Went to the old Haddon West, which is
Haddon West.
PJ Wheeler's now.
Wait a
It's
minute.
kind of,
Wait a minute. Is that on 38?
it's on,
No. Is that where? Is that
in
the
Haddon Avenue, right outside Haddonfield.
What's it called?
It's called PJ Wheeler's. It's like an Irish bar now.
How is it?
It's great.
It is?
Yeah, they like totally,
Well, Lisa knows you can eat dinner. Would Lisa and I like it there?
it's,
It's a lot more of a drinking place, right?
that's what it used to be. Now they've made it, there's definitely, I think it'd be cool to eat.
Right.
I mean, there's a lot of TVs, and they definitely cater to this. It's sort of like a sports
Yeah,
bar.
right. Which seems to be so popular these days.
But it's cool because it's near Hanfield,
Right. Exactly.
and you get a mixed bag in there. I mean, you'll get your salty old man. Oh.
I'm telling you, I think
It's good for you to play new people.
It is. I know. I'm telling you.
It's gonna be good for both of us. I think you'll benefit more than me.
I feel it. I felt a little teeny breakthrough. It may not turn around, but
Because I think you'll see these new guys do things that I don't do. That you'll be like, because there's so much that we probably don't do.
but you're much better than both of them now. You're better.
But they probably have shots that are.
They have shots that, especially the big ones.
For that?
Yeah, that's good.
So Dave, 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 up you.
Okay.
He
Riley?
See that nobody else saw.
I know.
Is it that Kentucky one that did it?
I get it. I don't know.
Here you go, Honda. Take it.
1,000 dreaming the impossible dream again for Northwestern. You've got to give it to the kicker in that situation. That's like making two tremendous plays back-to-back. The pressure mounted. They, in essence, iced them. And then the Northwestern coaches had enough thought and fortitude to get their players off the field so they didn't have to kick it from their own 20. Bryant Goins with a kick heard round the Big Ten. Our new Dodge play of the game. Brought to you by the new Dodge. See the friendly Dodge dealer near you. Bryant Goins, he won't even need a car to drive home. He can fly home. I don't know if the Michigan fans or the Michigan players or the Michigan coaching staff really gave Northwestern much credit last year. It was almost, we lost the game. I think this year Northwestern, win or lose, earned their respect in this football game. They have scored 17 unanswered points. Well, still time in this game. That was our new Dodge play of the game, that kick. But I'll tell you what, Brian Musso today saved the day for Northwestern. Gotta go to your seniors in that situation. Think players, not plays. Let's see if they put Woodson in if they have a chance to throw an alley-oop. They're going to try to just dribble one down the middle. Up at the 15 and hit. Ball loose. If Northwestern covers it, it's all over. Still Michigan. Oh, no, it still stayed in. They didn't get it. 8 seconds left. 8 seconds, no timeout, and I would put Woodson in the game. He's your best athlete. Put him in there for the alley-oop. Schnarr ripped that ball loose that time. And how did they not get the ball? Oh, my. There Woodson is in the game. Now does Michigan have one play in their arsenal? It's maybe a hook and ladder type thing to try to get it to number 2 in the open field. I don't even think you have time for 2 rockets in this situation. That's what I mean. Even an alley-oop only gets you to midfield and the clock might expire. Northwestern. If I'm Northwestern, I put Ismaili back as far as I can because he's your best player. Collier and the other safeties have not been making plays on the deep ball. Get Ismaili back there on the 50-yard line. Ismaili's still directing traffic with Fitzgerald, and Fitzgerald says, okay, calm down, we got it covered. Fitzgerald will play about 15 yards deep, Ismaili about 20, and then Nelson and Collier a mile back. Dry spot, loads it, man, he laid it out a mile. Tips, game's over. It's over. They did it again. Goalpost right now if I was in Evanston, Illinois. Northwestern stuns Michigan. The number 22 team in the country, 10th straight Big Ten win. And they beat Michigan at their best. Michigan didn't hand them this football game. They beat them. They had a couple turnovers, but a long, hard-hitting game. They played with them, and Northwestern had just as many turnovers themselves. It was 16-0. It was 3rd and a mile, and Schnurr and Musso kept this thing alive, and Northwestern scores 17 straight, and Goins kick wins it. Next Saturday, the Big Ten Network takes you to East Lansing, Michigan, as the Fighting Illini battle the Michigan State Spartans at noon Eastern Time. For Gary Danielson, Adrian Karsten, and our entire crew, I'm Brad Nessler from Evanston, Illinois. The Wildcats have done it again.
So, you working on a little business there?
I really have to get ready for this meeting.
This is it. Your last chance. Up to $3,000 cash off select Buicks.
Anything happening with that Regal with all the stuff on it?
Oh, you mean the one with 205 horses, power driver's seat, ABS, stereo, power everything? Now an amazing $1,500 cash off.
It's a great deal.
Best selections now.
Actually, that's a terrific deal.
Up to $3,000 cash off after your best deal. Hurry into your nearest quality Buick dealer right now.
Today, you will have a thought, or 2, or 10 million. Some will become possibilities. Some will become realities. And some of those thoughts will become the future. Because you will have the tools and the help of a company who can't wait to see what you can do. Bell Atlantic.
Did you know that the average transmission has 13 different seals that can leak? And that these trouble spots can carry a small price tag or a big one? But don't panic. AMCO centers have expert technicians with state-of-the-art diagnostic tools. Half the cars serviced by AMCO centers don't need a new transmission. AMCO, AA, MCO.
Visit your neighborhood AMCO Transmission Center at 3333 Freemansburg Avenue in Easton. All AMCO centers are dealer-owned and offer a nationwide warranty.
According to recent studies, kids who eat a good breakfast actually learn better, which helps make them smarter, so they can achieve more, which is why the school breakfast program was begun, so that every kid who wants to learn could get off to a good start. Call this number for more information about the school breakfast program.
Sports Wrap tomorrow at 11:35 on KYW3.
We now join our regularly scheduled program already in progress, KYW TV3 Philadelphia.
And Georgia Tech at home can knock their socks off.
Saying Kansas State's going to play Nebraska close?
Play them close, won't beat them though.
Won't beat them, indeed. We'll have more, well, we don't know that, do we? Well, we'll have more scores and highlights as college football today rolls on after a message and a word from your very own local station. If we knew that, we'd probably go to Vegas.
CBS Sports College Football Today is sponsored by MasterCard. It's smart money.
How far can MasterCard take you? Here in Australia, MasterCard takes you into the future. The new MasterCard Cash Card. A MasterCard you can use just like cash. It's happening right now down under, and it's on its way here.
Bayer, powerful pain relief, and so much more. Also try extra strength Bayer, nothing stronger for everyday pain.
CBS, welcome home.
Last winter was brutal, but we survived.
In our Mazda, 4-wheel drive.
Man, we plowed.
Lease a Cab Plus for $279, $1,000 down.
We survived! In our Mazda MPV, 4-wheel drive. Gives you peace of mind.
Lease for as little as $339 a month, $1,000 down.
Winter's coming.
Oh, yeah.
Offers end soon.
The internet is easy at Errol's.
Putting Errol's on was so simple. You just put the disc in, punch in install, and it went right on immediately.
You just click on the icon, you enter your password, and you wait about 30 seconds, and you're on. That's it.
Errol's makes it very easy. If you have a problem, you call them up on the service line, they help you right away.
Errol's works. Unlimited internet is just $13 a month at Errol's. Phone 1-800-EROLS-PC.
Sports Wrap tomorrow at 11:35 on KYW3.
Now they're getting ready for Boston College in West Virginia down at Mountaineer Field in Morgantown, where in just a few minutes the game gets underway. Meantime, let's catch you up to date on some postseason baseball. New York and Texas in the American League Division Series there. They are knotted at 4 at the bottom of the 6th. Yankees tied it on a Bernie Williams home run. Juan Gonzalez has homered for Texas, his 5th of the series. On Baltimore and Cleveland, Cleveland is up 3-2 after trailing 2-zip to Baltimore today. Baltimore leads the best-of-5 series 2-1. And how are your Rangers going to do here?
They know they have no pitching. The defense and the offense have got to keep, the offense got to keep them there.
Your bullpen is Juan Gonzalez, basically, right?
Absolutely.
That's what you're saying. All right, let's get back to college football. Syracuse rolled today. How about this? 42-0 at home, the final there. And in the Big East also, Temple and Pittsburgh. 38-24 in the third quarter. Temple quarterback Henry Burris, 2 touchdown passes and 2 TD runs. Kansas and Oklahoma, Big 12 opener for both schools there.
Man, I tell you what, OU, they're teaching offense, defense, but they forgot to teach special teams. Kansas, Eric Van, right through the middle. He's going to go 100 yards. This is ridiculous because I know a lot of the kids that play at the University of Oklahoma. They've got talent there. John Blake has got to put his team on the field and understanding that you play with enthusiasm and use the talent that they have.
Trouble in Norman, 38-17 in the fourth quarter. In the Big Ten, Indiana and Illinois, 17-14 at the half. Minnesota and Purdue, a final now, 30-27 in that game. Michigan State and Iowa, 37-30, the final there. North Carolina State and Maryland, 34-8, the final there.
Duffner used to have an offense at Maryland. Now it's all defense or somewhat defense.
NC State wins its first game. Duke and Navy. How about this? 64-27.
You say Navy 3 weeks to score that many points.
Most points scored by Navy in a game for them in 43 years. Eastern Michigan and Ohio. It's 7-0 in the fourth quarter. We're going to send you down to Boston College, West Virginia, or South Carolina, Auburn. We'll be here at halftime and throughout the day with updates, insights, that's him, and highlights. Enjoy the games, everybody, here on CBS. We'll see you later.
CBS Sports coverage of college football is sponsored by Buick and your local dealers. Remember Buick, the symbol for quality in America. The United States Postal Service, we deliver smart solutions for you. And by Nicoderm CQ Patch, you bring a commitment, Nicoderm CQ brings the rest.
Eagle GS was painstakingly refined to minimize engine noise. Its suspension system was refined to be very quiet. Then, Regal's interior was further insulated, allowing you to hear other things you may not have heard before. Regal by Buick, the fine line between sport and sedan.
You're ready to quit. Great. Now, which patch? Single strength Nicotrol? But that means one single step. If you're not comfortable with that, you may want Nicoderm CQ. CQ's a 3-strength program. You start with the highest strength and gradually step down till you free yourself of nicotine. And gradual is the method doctors prefer 4 to 1. Nicoderm CQ. The power to calm, the power to comfort, the power to quit successfully.
At Michelin, we believe a tire that's just good in the rain isn't good enough. The Michelin X1 with a 6-year unlimited mileage tread life warranty gives you better wet traction than any rain tire, plus Michelin confidence in most driving conditions. It has to, because the way we see it, you don't just cover a lot of miles, you cover a lot of weather. The Michelin X1.
This is about the biggest idea in business communication today. About simple being smart, less being more. About how your business can get local and long-distance calling, plus everything from paging to conferencing, global to cellular. The whole menu, soup to nuts. From one team on one bill. From the one and only company in America with the power to put it all together. Network MCI. That's how.
The Boston College Eagles, a team rich in collegiate lore, are trying to earn their biggest win of the season as the Eagles soar into a classic Big East battle. The undefeated Mountaineers of West Virginia are led by their sensational freshman running back, Amos Zaraway. West Virginia features one of the stingiest defenses in the nation. It's homecoming in Morgantown, and Boston College is the guest. Heaven. That describes today's weather for the big homecoming crowd here at Mountaineer Field. And it also describes the start of the season for their favorite team, the West Virginia Mountaineers, who bring a record of 5-0 and a number 19 ranking into today's Big East battle with the Boston College Eagles. Hello, everyone, and welcome. I'm Sean McDonough, along with Mike Mayock. It's great to have you with us. This West Virginia team is very solid at 5-0, a balanced team on offense. They're led by the freshman running back, Amos Zaraway. Mikey made an immediate impression on West Virginia fans. His first carry as a Mountaineer, 69 yards for a touchdown in the opener against Pitt.
You know, Sean, he's one of those very special athletes that comes along once in a while. He's listed at 5'10", 195. On a good day, he's 5'8". But look at the explosive power and speed, 69 yards. And, Sean, that's where the legend of Amos Zaraway started.
And yesterday, we spoke with Mountaineer coach Don Nealon about Amos Zaraway.
Amos Zaraway is a freshman. He's 195 pounds. He's not very tall, but you know what? I like those short little guys that can run. He can run. He's got great vision. And the nicest thing about Amos, he's tough, and he's got smooth, soft hands, and we can use him as a receiver if we'd like.
And even though Zaraway has been terrific, he's the leading rusher in the Big East. The strength of this West Virginia team is on defense. They rank among the leaders nationally in virtually every major category.
You know, no offense to Amos, but the star of this team, as far as I'm concerned, is the defense. You can't run the ball. It's difficult to throw. But look at the scoring defense. They've given up 24 points in 5 games. Sean, that's 4.8 per game.
And only Miami has been better nationally in scoring defense. Yesterday, we spoke with BC coach Dan Henning about the Mountaineer D.
They have a lot of scheme. The coaches spend a lot of time with the Pittsburgh Steelers people because they're close here. They're on the cutting edge on the college level with the blitz zone complexities, and to go along with that, they got some pretty good people. They're big, strong. Jake Gaither down at Florida A&M years ago used to say, I like them agile, mobile, and hostile, and Don's got a bunch of them.
They are agile, mobile, and hostile. Coach Henning's team 2-2 as they get ready to face that defense. Mike, what do they have to do to move the ball today?
Well, really two things. Their offensive line has got to give their quarterback, Matt Hasselbeck, time to throw the football. You know, he's a pretty good quarterback in their control passing game. But secondly, they've really got to believe in their tailback, Omari Walker. He gets stronger as the game goes on. He had 117 yards against Michigan, and last week against Navy, he had 143.
Those yards last week for Walker, a career high. We're pleased to be joined here in Morgantown this afternoon on the sidelines by Gus Johnson. Gus?
Thank you, guys. Moments ago, I had an opportunity to talk to Dan Henning, and he told me his main concern, West Virginia's size, and because of that, he wants to make this a short football game, meaning eating up the clock by running the football. And he even used a basketball analogy to explain himself, saying, Gus, I want to take away West Virginia's transition and make this a half-court football game. Guys?
Thank you very much, Gus. As we mentioned a moment ago, an absolutely beautiful day for college football here in north central West Virginia. 67 degrees as we approach kickoff. Wind out of the south at 10 miles per hour and a very slight chance of rain. Certainly no chance of it in the immediate future. West Virginia won the toss and deferred. The Eagles decided to take the football, so West Virginia will kick off to get the game started. Mountaineers dressed in the home blue. John Oliger handles the kickoffs. BC without Kenyatta Watson, its leading return man this week. He's back in Boston nursing a rib injury. Derek Crittenden, the main return man at the bottom of the screen, back deep with number 8, Cedric Washington.
You know, Sean, the loss of Watson hurts them both in the kicking game and in the receiving game. One of the best receivers they've had in several years.
And then the slight breeze blew the ball off the tee. Oliger will re-tee it. Chad Johnston, the West Virginia quarterback, warming up on the near sideline. Better than 60,000 in attendance on homecoming weekend.
There goes that wind again.
They might have to have somebody hold the ball on the tee for Oliger. The officials working this game assigned by the Big East, led by the referee, Terry Monk.
See, that was always my favorite position on the kick team. When you can hold the ball like that, you pretty much guarantee you're not going to get hit.
Makes the coverage slightly more difficult. West Virginia and BC are underway. Kick down to Crittenden at the 3-yard line. He slipped for a moment and is stopped just shy of the 20-yard line. Excellent coverage by the Mountaineers. K.C. Schiller made the stop. An 18-yard return for Crittenden. Boston College led at quarterback by Matt Hasselbeck, a junior from Norfolk, Massachusetts. He was not the starter to open the year. Scott Mutrin was the starting quarterback in the opener in Hawaii, but he struggled. Hasselbeck came off the bench, led the Eagles to a come-from-behind win in the final seconds, and he has been the starter ever since. The Eagles, a one-back offense, and Omari Walker begins as the running back. 2 tight ends. And Walker got destroyed as he crossed the line of scrimmage, ran into a missile by the name of Charles Emmanuel. The Eagles up front have a redshirt freshman center, Damian Woody, between 2 veteran guards, Doug Brzezinski and Mark Norrie. Dan Ariskovich is playing injured with a hip pointer. Darnell Alford is a redshirt freshman at tackle. Walker, who just carried the ball, Dennis Harding and Anthony DeCosmo, the wideouts, Todd Pollock and Scott Dragos in the 2 tight end set for Dan Henning. On 2nd and 8, movement and flags down. It looked like the Mountaineers were offside, so Hasselbeck will go deep. And it is incomplete and nearly intercepted by Mike Logan, who had the coverage on Anthony DeCosmo. But it looked like Hasselbeck took the chance deep, realizing that West Virginia was offside and it was a free play. And that is the call, the 5-yard walk-off upcoming. And that'll set up 2nd down and 3.
He didn't get back, Don. He didn't get back.
Offsides on the defense. 5-yard penalty. Repeat 2nd down.
West Virginia 3-4 defense. John Thornton between Bob Baum, a converted linebacker, and Henry Slay. Outstanding linebackers led by the rush linebacker Knute Curtis. Jason Williams, Bernard Russ, Elijah Longino. Veteran secondary, 3 seniors, Emmanuel Washington and Logan, with the redshirt freshman Perlo Bastine. On 2nd and 3, Hasselbeck with a lot of time, now running out of time. He's an adept scrambler, finds a man. First down, Boston College. Scott Dragos, the tight end, with a gain of 7 out to the 33-yard line.
Now, Sean, you mentioned at the top that Scott Mutrin started the season at quarterback. One of the reasons they went to Hasselbeck is he's got better feet and ability to elude the rush. They were looking for the tight end Dragos over the middle. He gets knocked down, but he's got the presence of mind and the athletic ability to buy time and eventually find a receiver in the flat. It was Dragos who was knocked down and then got up.
5th catch of the year for Dragos, a junior from Rochester, Massachusetts. Todd Pollock, the other tight end, in motion. Hasselbeck, wide receiver screen. The Eagles like that play. It's Dennis Hurley with some running room. Out to midfield and taken down at the West Virginia 49. Gain of 17 to Harding, and Mike Logan made the tackle that might have saved a touchdown.
The key here is that the other wide receiver has got a block on a wide receiver screen. Here comes the comeback. Look at number 89. That's the tight end Pollock, who comes flying out, makes the block, and allows 18 Dennis Harding to get into the open area. It's a good start for BC.
And for Harding, who had 7 receptions last week against Navy, including a couple of touchdowns. He's a sophomore from Baltimore, Maryland. No score, just underway, and happy to have you with us from Morgantown. Hasselbeck thrown down by Knute Curtis. West Virginia's all-time sack leader has another.
One of the challenges for this BC offense is to locate Knute Curtis and make sure you block him. The leading sack person in the history of West Virginia at the top of your screen. That's a bust right there. Nobody touches the guy who's the best sack man on the defense. You got to put a tackle or a tight end or both on Knute Curtis. Tackle came down, should have fanned out.
Curtis with 26 career sacks. He passed Ronaldo Turnbull, who's now with the New Orleans Saints, earlier this year. 9 sacks this year. That was good for a loss of 9. Hasselbeck on 2nd and 19, throws incomplete. Looking for Harding at the 44-yard line.
That is one of the ways you try to get around this West Virginia defense. They do 2 things extremely well. Number 1, all 11 people can run, and number 2, they fly to the football. They play a similar scheme to the Pittsburgh Steelers. A lot of blitz, zone blitz with a man free in the middle. And what teams try to do is outflank them, get outside them, try to get away from Knute Curtis and those guys that can run.
Dan Henning said if you didn't know better, you'd think you were playing the Pittsburgh Steelers when you line up against this West Virginia defense.
There's some talent out there. Look at it. They got 8 or 9 guys up.
And they wind up rushing only 3. Hasselbeck with a lot of time, deep into double coverage, and it is incomplete. Looking for DeCosmo, but Mike Logan was running stride for stride, and he had help from the safety.
But that's
Washington.
Exactly what we were talking about, Sean. It looks like blitz. They bring 7 or 8 guys up front, and just before the snap, they drop back out into the zone concept. You can't force the football. They've got 12 interceptions this year. Hasselbeck's got to be careful.
Mike Logan ready to return the punt from Jason Malecki. Malecki 3rd in the Big East with a 43-yard per punt average.
He's had 2 punts blocked this year.
And a low snap and a low kick off the side of his foot. Not a good punt. Takes a sideways bounce and goes out of bounds at the 35-yard line. Just a 24-yard punt by the sophomore Jason Malecki. West Virginia on offense when we come back.
On Saturdays, your customers can receive 2-day packages from FedEx. Cost? An extra $10.
On Saturdays, your customers can receive 2- to 3-day priority mail packages from the U.S. Postal Service. Cost? $3. And there's no extra charge.
On Saturdays, your customers cannot receive 2-day packages from UPS. Sorry.
So, what's your priority? Priority mail from the U.S. Postal Service.
When the night has come and the land is dark and the moon is the only light we'll see. Oh,
Feeling safe, being secure. It's why more families rely on Buick LeSabre than any other full-size sedan. Peace of mind from LeSabre.
We take a great deal of pride in being the best. Doesn't happen by chance. It's all really about what you're made of. You gotta want it. You gotta really want it. You gotta have that fire. It's the only way. The object of any game is to win. You never, ever, ever settle for second best. Competition's a good thing.
He was a convicted killer who served his time and is a free man. If people are scared to have him in their neighborhood, tough luck. There's nothing they can do about it. 60 Minutes, Sunday.
On the West Virginia sideline, defensive coordinator Steve Dunlap with his patriotic and talented defense. Now the offense on the field, led by 3-year starter Chad Johnston, the senior from Peterstown, West Virginia, at the other end of the state, about a 5-hour drive from Morgantown. But he grew up wanting to be a West Virginia quarterback, and he has fulfilled that goal for the last 3 years. Play action fake on first down. Rashawn Vanderpool on the near sideline, out to the 39 for a gain of 4. Up front, no returning starters from a year ago for West Virginia, although Mike Horn did start a couple of games before being injured. Solomon Page and Sam Austin are the tackles. Brian Pucanis is the other guard, along with Horn and Eric DeGrow, an outstanding student at center. Zeraway with Plants in the backfield. Vanderpool and Saunders, outstanding wideouts, and Chad Wable alternates at tight end with Anthony Becht. 2nd and 6. Draw. Zeraway tackled by Brian May, the middle linebacker, after a gain of 1 to the 40. Strength of the Eagles defense up front is in the middle with the nose guard Nick Giannakakos and the defensive tackle Stalin Collinet. Greg Bartlett and Eric Storrs on the outside. Brian May always around the ball with Ryan Reckley, a true freshman, and Markel Blount, the other linebackers. In the secondary, the Eagles' best player is the free safety Darrell Porter. George White, a freshman at strong safety. Kiernan Spate just back from injury at left corner. And the right corner, one of the great names in college football, Shalom Tolfree. 3rd down and 5. Johnston, first down, Vanderpool out to midfield. Tackled by Kiernan Spate. It's a gain of 10, and the Mountaineers convert on their first 3rd down. And both teams have been lousy offensively this year on 3rd down conversions.
They sure have, and here's a good read by the quarterback, Johnstone. Vanderpool sits right down against the soft zone, turns it up against Reckley. Good play, good read, and that's one of the things offensive coordinator Simrel told us yesterday. He's got to throw the football on time, and in that situation he did.
2 receptions already for Vanderpool, 109 now for his career. He's 5th all time in receptions at West Virginia. Nearly 4 minutes played, no score. Zeraway running left, and again he ran into Brian May, Nick Giannakakos, and Kiernan Spate. Also in on the stop for Boston College. Zeraway got to the BC 48-yard line. That's last week's statistics for the game against Maryland. He's rushed for at least 100 yards in 4 of the 5 games the Mountaineers have played this year, averaging 5.6 per carry. His best game, 149 against Western Michigan here at Mountaineer Field. On 2nd down, again it's Zeraway, and he slips. And And this was the topic of conversation during the week. Dan Henning, the BC coach, hates this field, thinks that the sand-based AstroTurf stinks, to use his word, and that we'll see a lot of slipping. But as he said, it's fair to both sides because their team slips too.
Yeah, it's horrible both ways. It's called OmniTurf, and this is it. Last year here at West Virginia, they're trying to decide whether they go back to grass. But watch him make the cut right here, and the feet go out from under him, and down goes Amos.
Well, imagine how many yards Amos would have this season if he wasn't slipping all the time.
I think Amos slips less than the defenders do, to tell you the truth.
It certainly seems that way. 3rd down and 6. Chad Johnston with time. Too hot to handle for Saunders and nearly intercepted. Hit the hands of David Saunders and went up in the air. And Stalvin Collinette was diving after it but could not make the play.
Sean, you referenced earlier in the series both teams' inability to convert on 3rd down. That's really going to be a critical situation for both teams who have struggled offensively to come up with 3rd and short and then be able to convert.
We mentioned the Eagles' punting problems. The Mountaineers have had major difficulties with the punting game. Brian West in the kick. They've had 4 punts blocked this year. No problem this time, and with the wind, it's an excellent kick. They need a bounce, and the Mountaineers don't get it. Into the end zone, a 46-yard punt with no return, and the Eagles begin for the 2nd time in as many possessions at their own 20-yard line.
Diametrically different offensive here, both groups. BC motion all over the place, and they're losing nothing ball game.
Some people feel the biggest difference between the Regal GS and other sports sedans is the way Regal's refined suspension system holds the road. However, others feel Regal's 36 inches of very generous legroom is something you just have to see to believe. Regal by Buick. The fine line between sport and sedan.
Save some hot water. Too late! Honey, turn